Took a dump.
There we go. I'm gonna get up here and listen to him. Rich Pierce right there. I saw some dude on a 4-stroke Honda. 150 cc's and 100 class. That's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely sweet, man, that you were involved in that. The first 4-stroke to win a Supercross, and of course, Doug Henry style, kind of like, you know, Doug Dubach. I mean, just the nicest guys, laid back, and Coop also. I mean, you know, you meet these guys, and at this race here, where we do it for 12 years, it's just amazing. They go, man, those guys are regular guys. They're cool guys. And yeah, man, they love riding motorcycles. You know, and Doug has been with Yamaha pretty much your whole life.
About 110 years, I think.
That's moto years, right?
Exactly. It's like dog years, yeah.
Man, so, you know, you were like second or third off the start. Of course, when you guys drop off in the back, I can't see exactly what's happening. But Gibson was out front, had some mechanical difficulties. Then all of a sudden, the doctor was slicing and dicing in surgery.
I'll tell you, I actually had the whole shot over
There's
the top, but then I hit a little,
Mr. Brad Lackey's there.
And after a kicker bump, and man, I was about 100 miles outside, and Jim went right by, and man, he rode a strong couple of laps there. I really had to put my head down to close that gap back up, and I knew I had a couple guys coming, one named Guy and the other Trampas, so I had to put my head down, and I heard you guys saying about no mistakes. You just don't realize them. We're cussing inside our helmet every time we miss one little shift or bog it from the corner, and you know, if I could clean all those up, it would make my life easier. But you know, it's a great honor to be here. You know, Old Diamond Dog putting on this great event, all the people coming out to support it. I mean, what can you say? It's just, it's great. It's great that everyone can come out here and enjoy it. You know, probably less than me because I actually won the race, but I know these guys all had a good time too.
Well, I tell you what, all the fans and spectators were just lined up against the fence, jumping up and down. I mean, you can just feel the energy out there. You guys are riding 100cc bikes like nothing else ever on the planet.
Well, yeah, you know, I know it looks good. I've seen videos of us racing these things, and it's because I think we're all a bunch of old guys that really know how to, you know, massage the bike around a racetrack. We're not a bunch of lazy guys that grew up in the big four-stroke era. So, yeah, it's a lot of work.
2 strokes! How about that? Yeah, it takes more skill. You got to be a more talented athlete to ride a 2-stroke than the lazy boy 4-stroke.
Absolutely. You know, I've had this conversation a bunch of times. I was lucky enough to do that 2-stroke world championship at Glen Helen last week, and I told 5 different people had that same conversation. How you know, because I'm 50 years old and I got 3rd in the pro class against 20-year-olds. So that kind of, it's just what we've all grown up and learned to do. You know, you've got to massage that thing and you got to do it just right.
Well, man, all I can say is congratulations. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to get over here to number 9. Mr. Troy Dursky rode 18 motos today. And, you know, he didn't even do a parade lap, you know, on the last pro moto because he just got off the track, so he pretty much knew what was going on with the track. So how you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, I'm doing better now that it's over.
All right, drink some of that water. I'll come back to you. I'll come over here and talk to the burger and let you catch your breath after 28 motos. Partner, how was it your first time here at Diamonds?
I had a good time. It's just, you know, I just had a bad day, but, you know, I got to take my hands off to those guys who were really hauling ass, and I was just off and, you know, I had some trouble today, but tomorrow's another day.
Well, we're going to look for you to be right up there. You're very close. And like I said, man, 1 split second on these things, 1 little bobble, because, I mean, you can't correct it by horsepower.
No, when you lose it in those corners, then you're 2 seconds back, so you got to be on it. So it's tough.
And I tell you what, I rode my Zuma at halftime around half the track. It's pretty gnarly. I mean, even for the 100 cc's. And to go through the bumps and everything, the way the turns are set up, and they're pretty sharp and tight turns. They're not like a lot of sweeper turns. So, man, you got to be on your game. You got to be on the pipe and just flow good. So, anyways,
good job.
Okay, we're gonna see you tomorrow, partner. Okay, Jim Gibson, great starts. What happened out there, buddy? Tell us.
Well, Marty finally tuned my bike. Yeah, that was really good. I got 2 hole shots, so that was really awesome. Well, Marty wasn't working on it before. I had someone else working on it. But he figured it out. The bike works great. It's my 4th year here, and I probably had more fun this year than I ever have. Bike ran good, and the track was just really fun as usual. And I rode pretty good, really good. One of the best times out here. I just was way out of shape this year, and so kind of hit a wall right away and got kind of tired. But other than that, it was great. It was awesome. I had so much fun this week.
Well, that's what it's about here at Diamond Dodge, the Marty Tripes 100cc Revenge Race. We're going to look forward to seeing that white bike out front tomorrow.
Right on.
Cody Thomas, 668, the youngster, up there mixing it. Didn't have quite a great motor in the first motor, but second motor, he seemed to come alive a little bit better. What was going on out there?
Yeah, on the start, the bike kind of bogged, and then my front wheel, it was low in pressure, and I fell 3 times in 3 different laps, so I kind of said screw it and came back and tried. I changed the front wheel, and then the clutch ended up getting hot on the first moto, so we messed with that and got it right. And now I got a job, so I don't get to do anything else. But I want to say thank you to all these guys up here. I appreciate it, making it possible for me to ride with somebody like this. I appreciate it, and I have a great time.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Cody Thomas from Louisiana.
Good ride, Cody.
Good ride, Cody.
What else we got, Matt? What are we doing? Diamond Don.
Mr. Don.
Marty, no, let's go over here, big guy. Marty Tripes, you have created a monster, you know, of moto coming up with this. I said this last year. You know, I wanted to look for a 100cc bike. I said, yeah, thanks to my old buddy Marty Tripes. The price went up from like nothing to like $3 to $4 grand, if you can find one.
We started out, you could buy these bikes for $200. And that first year, about $700. The second year, it's $1,000, $1,200. Now it's what you want. But actually, this whole thing was a thing during lunch on the napkin, and it's not just me. There's Paul Johnson. There's so many people, Gary Court, that make this happen. Really, the riders that are here, Durock and Berner and Cooper and all these guys, if they weren't here, we wouldn't have this anyway. So it's a team effort, and what a show. I'll tell you what, you watch this and you watch last week's Supercross, You guys, just #1 ratings. I'm sorry. You killed it. And Cooper, I want to know how Cooper didn't crash trying to pass Krampus in that turn, high siding, and when he got straight, he was going for the fence, and I saw people running away from the fence.
Lordy, Lord.
How did you say that? Lucky.
They never backed off the gas.
So, Wallace Diamond, help, makes this happen. It's part of them too, and we're happy to be here. And maybe other people, like Doug said, will catch on and say, "Come on, let's go try to beat these old men." I want to see it.
I want to see it all. And I'll tell you what, I look forward to it every year. It's such a different feeling and the energy that it outputs with the 100cc bike. It's like last year, I'm sitting there, Brad Lackey's up there, and JP, those aren't 100cc bikes. And I'm going, well, Brad, all I can tell you is I never, ever remember going that fast. I mean, you guys are roosting out of turn like you're out of 250. It's crazy. And the momentum you guys pull into the turns, just like there before the levee with Coop, and with Trampus. I mean, I had just moved from that to come back up to the starting line to get the finish. So I kind of missed that deal because I heard, ooh, But yeah, this is better than watching the Supercross.
You know the best thing about today? Our buddy Easy Jim, sponsor of Mr. Cooper, owes me a picture of my guy's margaritas. So, hey, Doug, you will enjoy that, and everybody else. And Coop, you're invited.
That's great. Diamond Don, this is the guy. Okay, this is really cool. I've known this guy. Okay, I'll admit this. I've known this guy since 1972. And when we first started this deal, it actually started down at his property down in Brazoria, right?
True.
And he called me up one day, JB, man, get your bike, come on down. We're going to barbecue ride bikes. Okay, dude, I'll be right down. So we got, there was a half a dozen of us did this for a couple years. Then he moved up here. The first year we did a race up there, I was in the back of my pickup truck with a karaoke machine. True story. And look what's happened. We're in beautiful Jefferson, Texas, at one of the finest, biggest vintage motocross races in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed. And these guys, they work all year long to get this ready. He only has a few rules. Man, don't rain on his parade. Don't ride four-wheelers or golf carts on his track. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Have fun, though. And that's all he does, because Don's about fun.
That's a fact. Hey, I got to tell y'all something funny. Marty was talking about, what Brady said last year about, those are 125s. No, those aren't. They're hundreds. But if a guy does cheat, Marty's rule is that if he's caught cheating, he's got to buy everybody a steak dinner.
On the starting gate.
On the starting gate. I love it.
Yeah, that's not a cheap, cheap, man.
Oh, I love it. I'll tell you what, this has been one heck of a show. These guys are real. These are the real deal, guys. I'm telling you. And like they were talking, the 2 strokes and the 4 strokes, it's a different game. Totally.
Hey, where's Trampus? Where is Trampus? He's supposed to be here.
Oh, he had to get a shower, I'm sure.
Well, he wants to smell good for, for the fans. Real motocrossers don't care, man. Well, when you're a 2-time world champion, you get a little different, So.
We give him enough flack, trust me.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the guy's going to sit down, relax. Who else we got here? Oh, Travis, little Travis Shackelford. Hey, buddy, how was it out there? You rode last year, you rode this year. How was it this year?
Man, it was all right. It was my first race on the YG, so it was a little bit difficult compared to, I used to ride a 79 RM, but it was pretty good. It was pretty rough like it was last year, but I'm sure it'll be worse tomorrow.
Better tomorrow. And actually, in the second moto, I saw you really picked up your speed. I guess you got a little bit more used to the bike. You were picking better lines.
It's my first race ever on the bike, so I'll be back next year to whoop them all. So yeah.
There you go.
There you go. The youngster. Guys, hey, he's knocking at your door, guys. Travis, great job. We're going to go over here with 3-time national champion, Mr. Gary Jones. Gary, how was it today? What's going on?
It was an awesome day today. We had a great time racing. I rode every class I could possibly ride. Brad Lackey and I are over here watching the hundreds. That was the funnest race we've seen in a while. It was really good. I tell you what, anybody that's got a t-shirt, any of these guys will be happy to sign it for you. Just go over here and get a t-shirt from the Legends and Heroes guys, and we'll sign them.
Yeah, and actually we got the Marty Tripes 100cc Revenge shirts, which will be a great shirt.